Alright, welcome back to the RBL. This is going to be a very important episode as we're going to tackle the first ever RBL mid-season draft combine. So the top 30 players from the draft will be showcased in this video, and we're also going to review the current standings, player stats, and award races midway through the season. Let's now review the standings, and as we can see, the Baltimore Glory are still the best team in the league, with the OKC Wolverines not that far removed from them. And same thing with the Jacksonville Bulldogs. The top 3 is very competitive, with the Bulldogs at number 3, the Nashville Stars at number 4, Pittsburgh Force at 5, Fort Worth Panthers at 6, the St. Louis Sound are at number 7, the Athens Ravens are at number 8, with the Louisville Liberty at 9, the Chicago Legacy are at the 10th place, Omaha Barrage sitting at 11, and behind them are the Virginia Storm at 12. The Tampa Bay Sharks are currently the number 13 seed, the Kansas City Sparrows at number 14, the defending champions, the Cincinnati Lions, shockingly at the 15th spot. Very disappointing. Currently, the team that holds the last playoff spot so far are the New Jersey Knights. The teams that will be battling for the number 1 draft pick in the draft lottery tournament in this offseason will be the Raleigh Cavalry, the Montreal Firebirds, Columbus Coyotes, and the Indianapolis Spirits. The top 16 teams in the league make the playoffs in a 1v16, 2v15, and so on format. And whenever it's playoff time, I will actually make a bracket available to everybody in the Discord. So make sure to join the RBL Discord by checking it out in the description of this video. The bracket winner will become a member for free, and they're going to be able to submit their own custom players to all of the RBL draft classes moving forward. And to become a member, just press the join button or go to the link in the description to submit your own players. Get access to the members only Discord, and you can also get access to videos early. And I'll leave you all to the player stats, so pause when need be. But a big disclaimer is that there's a glitch going on in my save file where some teams have some players who don't play a single minute that are averaging some crazy numbers. Like for example, on the New Jersey Knights, PJ Tucker is currently averaging 20 points without basically playing at all. So just ignore that because there's nothing I can do about that glitch. So yeah, I'll leave you all with the player stats. Alright, let's now check out the award races about 50 games through the season. So the MVP candidates are Zach Edey, Kevin Porter Jr., Blake Griffin, Mohamed Bamba, and then lastly, custom player AJ Wolf having an amazing season. And to be eligible for MVP, your team has to be in the top 5 of the league. And another reason to join the RBL Discord is because for the first time ever, I'm going to let y'all select the award winners. So yeah, I'm going to give you all the graphics and the stats for each candidate, the final candidates whenever it is time to actually, select the awards at the end of the season. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Join the RBL Discord and you can decide who's going to be the award winners. And let's now head next to the top 10 rookies this season. We obviously have James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Mike James, custom player Forrest Moser, Hunter Dickinson, Trey Alexander, custom player Sean Henson, custom player Ethan Daniel, Sharif O'Neal, and then lastly custom player Noah Sheffield. And then let's take a look next at the best 6 men of the year. Currently leading is Terrence Ross of the Omaha Barrage, who lost his starting position to rookie Russell Westbrook. There are also notable custom players like Chauncey Carlos of the Athens Ravens, Noah Sheffield of the Tampa Bay Sharks, Frodo Rock of the St. Louis Sound, and Jaquavius Thompson of the Baltimore Glory. Here's now a look at the most improved player of the award race, which is currently led by Andrew Jasquez, the Montreal Firebirds, Zach Wijaya, and also the Athens Ravens, Chani Carlos. So we currently have a guard leading the Defensive Player of the Year race, and it's Chris Dunn of the Baltimore Glory, along with Dwight Howard and Usman Garuba, who those two were the last two DPOY. So it's cool seeing Chris Dunn leading those guys so far in the season. There's also Jonathan Isaac and Nerlens Noel in the race. Next is an RBL Original Award, and it's had some great winners so far. And so far leading the race is a new face, and it's Imani Bates of the Louisville Liberty, who's competing with Andrew Jasquez and the first ever sharpshooter of the year, Jimmer Fredette. And then there's also James Harden and Chuma Okeke. The Clutch Player of the Year award is led by James Harden of the St. Louis Sound, who's having an amazing season and has helped the Sound win many close games with his clutch gene. And lastly, the new award this year is going to be Offensive Player of the Year. And MVP candidate Zach Edey is currently the leader to win the first ever Offensive Player of the Year award. But he's in a tight race between James Harden, Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, and lastly, Andrew Jasquez. So that does it with the award races. And before we meet y'all's custom players for this draft, I'd like to announce that first, the Tampa Bay Sharks have signed a free agent, Brady Bennett. He'll be a productive guard off the bench, along with William Whitmore. The Sharks added another guard to join William Whitmore, who's been one of the best bench players this season as well. Brady is an all-around player who can do everything possible for basketball, so I'm excited to see him develop in the RBL. Alright, with that being said, let's now meet the custom players of the upcoming draft. First up is Austin Hamilton. Austin is a point guard from Ohio State, who is a really small guard standing at only 5'8". Although Hamilton lacks size, his elite playmaking and shooting ability keeps him in games, especially when his team needs him to make a play or jump shot in crunch time. Austin is projected to go number 19 to the Wolverines. And Austin Hamilton's teammate at Ohio State is Kyler Campbell, who is tied for the second tallest player in the draft at 7'4". And he's one of the best two-way big men in the draft class. He can block shots, defend the perimeter, and make a jump shot when need to. With further development, Campbell could be one of the best big men in RBL in a couple seasons. He's projected to go number 37 to the Jacksonville Bulldogs. Our first international player, Benjamin Zimmerman from Germany, is one of the best all-around players in the draft. There really is no clear weak spot for Benji's game, and he can help the RBL delve into more international talent. Benjamin Zimmerman is looking to go number 15 to the Fort Worth Panthers. Preston Sparks from BYU is a great playmaker and athlete, which allows him to play some solid defense and make some tough layups. Sparks is projected to go to number 36 spot, and once again the Fort Worth Panthers. The tallest player in the draft is Habar Pickett at a whopping 7'6". He's a center and he's your prototypical paint beast. He can score in the paint, grab rebounds, block shots, and defend the post. Players like him are valuable in the RBL, so he can make an impact almost immediately. It'll be hard to miss this blue-haired giant when he gets drafted, so it's looking like it'll be the New Jersey Knights who are going to pick him up at number 5 potentially. And funny enough, we're going to head to the shortest player in the draft. Mo Altzer from Baylor is arguably the most skilled player in the draft. He's crafty in the paint, and he has to because of his height deficiency. He can also make plays with his teammates and is reliable to make jump shots. Not only is Mo arguably one of the most skilled players in the draft, he's also one of the fastest. So with his combination of skill and athleticism, Lil Mo can be an unlikely face of an RBL team. And he's projected to go number 12 to the Chicago Legacy. Alright, next is the Frost Giant, Kean Frost from Clemson. He's similar to a prime Andrew Bogut and prime Roy Hibbert type player. His best skills are his paint defense and rebounding ability. What makes him so dangerous is that he's 7'1", but he has the second longest wingspan in the entire draft at 8 feet. So the paints may be soon ruled by the Frost Giant, Kean Frost. He's looking at joining the Legacy at number 31. Alright, the Aussie Honky, Jim Bob, is a much better version of a guy like Will Barton or Tyreek Evans. He's a well-bit wing who can handle the ball and play some solid defense. Jim is ready to represent Australia and join greats like Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, Matthew Dellavedova for Aussie basketball. He's projected to go to the Glory at number 20. Alright, Rocky Will from Oregon is a huge shooting guard at 6'11", and I know it says 6'9", but I went ahead and fixed that. But Rocky is basically a huge Marcus Smart that can shoot a little bit. He's a hustle player and he wants to bring passion and love for the game to whatever team drafts him. Rocky is projected to go number 17 to the Stars, and that would be an amazing fit if that does happen. Up next is Don't Judge a Book personified. Keldon Smith is a very intelligent player as he attends Harvard right now, and he looks to join the RBL next. He's a 7'4" center at a whopping 310 pounds. He's your typical brooding, rebounding, and blocking center, but what makes him special is his ball handling ability. He has a tremendous handle that allows him to score against most big men. Definitely look out for Keldon Smith as he looks to join the Liberty at number 11. And we have yet another Aussie with Harry Lampert. Harry is a short point guard at 5'10" with the ability to get his jump shots off due to his quick release. He's also a decent floor general and could definitely be a better version of guys like DJ Augustine, Patty Mills, but he does play like Trae Young, so maybe he could be that elite of a player. And Lambert looks to go to the Lions at number 6, so nearly a top 5 pick, so excited to see him play at the mid-season combine today. And the next player is Tyson Carter, who was a great overseas player, now taking his talents to the RBL. He was a former Mississippi State player and many-time member of the NBA Summer League. He's one of the most experienced players in the draft, and with his all-around scoring game, he will be a top 10 draft selection and most likely to the Sharks. The Arizona State product, Jamari Prendergast, is one of the best small forwards in the draft class. He's a great defender that can dunk the ball emphatically and make the occasional jump shot. He's in a similar mold to like Jay Crowder, but he's way more athletic and with way higher potential. Jamari is projected to go number 14 to the St. Louis Sound. Next is Chad Warner, who is the tallest point guard in the draft at a whopping 6'11". With his frame, Chad also possesses a similar skill set to like Ben Simmons, but with a much better jump shot. Chad has the ability to dominate every box score stat in a game, so look out for this potential phenom, Chad Warner, who's likely to go to the top 10, potentially the Kansas City Sparrows. Cameron Delaney from UConn is a 5'6" point guard who relies on his amazing speed and shot making to make an impact. He's only been playing basketball for 4 years, which is insane to think about. So he's very raw and green, but with lots of development left to go. With that being said, he's still projected to go at number 29 to the Omaha Barrage. Dylan Miner is a straight-up scorer who prefers doing it by the jump shot, and he can also defend the ball at times, even with his 5'9" stature. Dylan is projected to go at number 13 to the Athens Ravens. Michael Goldman is a Duke prospect who is a 6'6" point guard who's very athletic and gets most of his points from the three-point line. His combo of athleticism and three-point shooting ability will surely land him a spot in the RBL, and he could even go to the Pittsburgh Force at 16. Alright, the final player we'll be looking at is the very handsome Mehali Mam. He looks extraterrestrial, but he's not trust. We ran many tests because we were skeptical, but Mam is a man, and he's one of the best prospects in the draft due to his post skills, and he looks to join the Montreal Firebirds in the top 3. Alright, now that you've met the custom players of the draft, let's now see them battle the other draft prospects in the 2026 RBL draft. We have 6 teams with 5 players on them, so here are the draft combine squads. And this won't be the only combine games of the season, don't worry. We will have more in the off season, but since we're midway through the season, I figured why not show you the preview of the draft class so far. And you can still submit your player if you become a member. But I'm not going to commentate in these games, I'll just let y'all enjoy them for yourselves. But with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe for more RBL content. And the next video will be the last video before we get into the RBL playoffs and the awards. So yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Peace out.